decorating. I've already said that sometimes I don't get it, but that is why we have people like Donald Fowler from Nest to help us out. So glad you're with us today.
Oh, glad to be here.
So is there really a difference between a vase and a vase?
Okay, well, the technical answer to that question, if it's more than $200, it's a vase. But in fact, most people, it sounds a little fancy if you say vase.
Yeah.
So really, you say vase. It's a vase.
It was an old term, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's start from that side and show us what you brought with it, because everything that you have here is going to evoke a different thing.
They're very,
in your home.
very different, yeah.
Okay.
So everything here, with the possible exception of the end, is a functional piece, but each piece is handmade. There have been hands actually on these pieces, which is a focus at the store.
This is beautiful.
So this particular piece, a lot of people will know the artist. It's Michael Aram. This is hammered stainless steel with nickel detailing, and it's got that great sort of vine motif that's going around the outside. Really easy to use, really easy to keep, and these pieces make great wedding gifts.
It's beautiful.
That's beautiful. Okay, now this one, you're only putting like maybe one bud or something.
Yeah,
like this.
this is an idea I personally really like, because I have vases at home and I don't ever have flowers. So it's really easy for me if I can just grab a flower, plop it in there, and it looks great. This is actually a Dallas artist who creates these high quality refractive glass, and
Beautiful.
really beautiful, simple, great modern line, but really simple.
Very pretty.
And then we
This is
have
my
these.
favorite.
I
This is
love
beautiful.
these. This is an artist out of Spain. They're only with us. His name's Krasne, all ceramic. And it's really great. If you can see in there, they have these great hands that are reaching up.
I know, I told you, it reminds me of my little kids when they were tiny. They go, hold you. They
Yeah,
hold up their little
exactly.
hands, and that's exactly what they look like.
And especially with this one, when you see flowers sort of paved in there, it looks like it's holding up the flowers. It's
Can
really
I ask you
awesome.
what the prices would be on these pieces?
Okay, they vary because, again, they're handmade. So this is about
These are pieces of art, too. So.
Well, and that's the other end of it. These aren't things that we're going to throw away. These are things that I
Oh,
hope
yes, you will
that,
keep.
you know, my kids or nephews want later on, hopefully, if they like my taste. So, but this is about $175. These are surprising. This is about $165 and $85.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, we have more important pieces towards the end, though.
More expensive
Yeah,
pieces,
maybe.
just say it.
Vases. So these are two brand new pieces. This is Caleb Simon here in the United States, all hand done.
Beautiful.
You've got this great clear sheer color with the opaque color as well, and they're actually signed on the bottom.
They're beautiful. And
Beautiful.
price on those?
$360.
A piece.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
And then we
Yes,
get
ma'am.
to
Look
this
at
heavy
this.
guy
All
right
right,
here.
this is a really special piece. This idea of this sort of geosymmetric is very on trend. You're seeing it in jewelry and fashion. This is all hand-blown glass out of Mexico. If you pick it up, it's very heavy. This is solid, and the work on it is exquisite. If you look, there's no bubbles, there's no imperfections. It's
beautiful.
really, really nice.
It is lovely. Is this signed?
Yes, ma'am.
Or tell me whose piece this is.
It's a line of some artists out of a studio called Nouvelle, out of Mexico.
And this one, Susie named this right away. And
Yeah,
you were so
absolutely.
impressed
I
with
was so
her.
proud
You
of
had like
her.
this instant love connection between the two of
Yeah,
them.
it's by Bjorn Wienblad.
Absolutely.
And he was the artist that decorated the Neiman's, the Little Mermaid, the restaurants and everything. And I fell in love with his pieces because he's so whimsical. And when we went to Copenhagen, I got to go to his showroom, and it was
Oh
a
my
real
gosh.
thrill.
Well, we're kindred spirits then, because I
Yeah.
love Copenhagen.
So, and this is a vintage piece.
That's a vintage piece. The thing about Wienblad is that he did only limited number pieces, and they're very hard to find right now.
Yes, they are.
So it's a little more important piece.
What are we talking?
You're
price
talking a
on
couple of thousand.
a couple of thousand. And, but you would pay that for a beautiful piece of artwork on
It's
a canvas.
collector's
Why not?
item.
Yeah.
It's a collector's item.
Now we
Okay,
get to.
this is super cool. This is an artist I found outside of London in just outside called Dalston. It's a growing area. If you don't know it, you should definitely, it's
these-
very trendy.
These come apart.
Right,
basically.
let me show you.
Okay.
So this piece and this piece come undone. So the artist, when she makes this, she puts this on the potter's wheel, creates this piece,
Oh, they're washing our windows during the segment. That's fantastic.
Crazy rainstorm we're having. And then this piece is hand blown, but the trick is that it must be blown to fit the lip of this piece.
I love how conversational that is. I think that whenever you
Absolutely.
have a piece of art that's down where people can touch it and talk about it, I think it's so great to like leave it out on a table and then you can tell people the story about it and you know what makes it so special.
And this piece, it looks very Mexican to me.
You know, I think people bring a lot of their perceptions to this. It definitely has that Mexican or Southwest feel because of the wood
terracotta.
and the terracotta. Yet, you know, I think you're seeing sort of ranch style in
Yes,
homes that
yes.
has been pushed forward quite a bit.
Well, you always bring us beautiful things,
Well.
and if you haven't been into Nest, boy, you are missing something. It's such a treat to go in and look at all the beautiful things that you find from all over the world.
All over the world.
Okay, you'll come back again, right?
I wish.
Okay, you will. You can find these and more great things when you visit Nest on McKinney Avenue near Knox Henderson, or find them online at nestdallas.com.